TIFU accidentally wore white to a wedding. Well, not technically white. A year ago, I attended a black tie wedding. As a guest, it was my first black tie event. At the time, I owned one floor-length dress. A beautiful, tiered blush pink dress that I ended up wearing. The night of, I had the best time. Today, I got some photos, and noticed something I never noticed before. The wedding was indoors, and had color-changing LED lighting. Pink, green, etc. Under those lights. Looking back at the pictures, I realized my dress looked white, and the tiering made it look like a wedding dress. I feel horrified. What makes it worse is that I was A+1. Thankfully, it was cold there, and I had on a black blazer for most of the event. Should I say something? Apologize? People, learn from my mistake. No light-colored dresses. Ever. TLD or wore a blush pink floor-length dress to a wedding. It looked white under the venue's lighting. FML. Has anyone said anything to you or your date about the color of your dress? People commenting or just blowing your concerns off. And truly, it could potentially, and most likely be no big deal at all. However, I feel like I would be super concerned the same way you are, just my personality. So if you spoke enough to the bride to maybe send her a quick note telling her you hadn't realized. And just mention that it wasn't intentional and maybe apologize if it caused her any stress. I think it might you feel a little better. And ease any lingering questions she may have had. Just thinking out loud. Or in text. But again, you're probably way more stressed about it than she or anyone else is. I just feel your concern. First of all, not your fault. If the photographer correctly color corrected the photos, your dress would look blush pink in them. That being said, I'm an anxious person. I would absolutely write to the bride and politely apologize for how the dress appeared. Since the dress wasn't white IRL, I don't think you have anything to worry about. How could you have known? Did anybody give you shade at the event? I think you can laugh about it now regardless. This is incredibly tame compared to the last TIFU I read. A few years ago, a friend who had immigrant parents and did not grow up among American customs asked me to help her decide what to wear to another friend's wedding. I picked out a shimmery gold dress for her. In all the photos the dress looked white. I felt very embarrassed. If you feel embarrassed, there is no harm contacting your friend and explaining what happened and how you feel. It will get it off your chest. Everyone who saw you there knows you didn't wear white. If the bride was offended, she could have asked them to Photoshop, or whatever app they use, your dress back to blush pink. Well, the good news is you were a +1, so nobody knows who you are, lol. If you're at all close to the bride, I'd send a quick message explaining the situation. Self-deprecation plus apology can go a long way. I would just reach out to the bride and apologize. No harm, no foul. I think you're overthinking this. I was at a wedding reception of a friend during COVID. Actual ceremony was limited to immediate family and witnesses only due to restrictions, and bride didn't want to wear a formal wedding dress, so picked a white ballet-length dress. The reception was a garden party with about 25 people max. I wore a knee-length shift dress that was black with a cream lace overlay. I had recently lost quite a bit of weight and didn't have many things that fitted well. And clothing shops weren't fully open yet. Non-essential. I didn't realize how white dress it looked until I saw a photo of me and the bride together. Fortunately, I didn't get any weird vibes from her or anyone else that I might have made a faux pas. And she was just so glad that people could come during COVID, etc. I wouldn't panic too much op as it was a trick of the lighting. It wasn't white. It was blush pink and not intentional. Photographer's fault, not yours. Thumbs up. A tasteful apology to the bride would be in order.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.